Hey, Gary.
Hey guys, welcome to Tapping In. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm your host, Gary Spivey, and it's definitely me. I'm Gary, and Judy's Judy. Judy, hello, are you here?
Oh, testing. One, two, three.
Is this thing on? Anyway, there's Judy. Hey girl, how are you? We hadn't got Michelle tonight, so you're gonna play Michelle, okay?
Okay, I have to hire my voice. I have to change my hair color. I'll be ready in 1 minute.
You got it, Judy.
Okay. All right, hit it. There we are. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Good to talk to you. How was your week? Your week good?
Yeah, crazy. 4th of July, you know?
Oh yeah, you guys go nuts on the 4th of July. I
Yeah.
got to spend I spent a lot of really nice 4th of Julys with you up there in greater northern Minnesota or wherever you are. Where are you?
Central Minnesota, I think.
Central.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You
Is
live
that
in
what
the
Mystic? Mystic always has a big shebang, and they caught the swamp on fire last night. So there was a
oh.
little action after the action.
So they were shooting off fireworks and they caught the swamp on fire?
Yep. So
You you might be a hillbilly in Minnesota when you shoot your fireworks off on the 4th of July and you catch your swamp on fire, right? Is that it? Something like that?
amen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny though.
it
I
was.
mean, it all you just burn a swamp, right? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Nothing really
I mean,
happens, right?
exciting. I mean, there was, lots of fire trucks from everywhere, but we got through it. And yeah, it was a beautiful show.
Oh, good. All
Oh,
right.
after the show, it was great.
Were you watching from that uh, eye in the sky room that we used to watch all the fireworks from,
Yes, the
or is it
boardroom, the boardroom. No,
okay?
I was outside at the um, you know, just
Hanging?
right in it, right
You
in.
out there? You out there hanging with the common folk?
Yeah, I was. And
Oh wow,
it was
you're normal. Oh, good. That's good. I'm glad you had fun. I think I had a neighbor that shot off a firecracker. I think that's what I had in North Carolina. I'm not sure. I heard something. Either he had his pistol out and he was drunk, or he was shooting off his firecracker. I'm not sure. I don't know firecracker, but it was like that was about it. You know, the dogs
well,
barked. The dogs barked a couple of times. That was it. Yeah, it was.
but that's all right.
But I thought about all the fantastic. I think a lot of times. I don't know if I reminisce or if I regress or go back in time, and I think about the wonderful 4th of Julys I've had. I mean, I've had some humdingers. Um, probably the best 4th of July parties ever were on the yacht in Florida. Wouldn't you say so, Dino? Wouldn't you say
Yeah,
that?
that's a perfect place.
Oh, I mean, we were right across from where they shot all the fireworks off from. And I mean, it was in our face. It was like we couldn't have been any closer to the fireworks if we had lit them. And so that was awesome. That was really, really great. That was really great. And so we had these great, big, wonderful 4th of July parties. That was just the best. That was fun. That was really fun. And I think of all the different ones all over the world and different places I've been to. Um, maybe, oh God, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I got to see Dean, you'll remember we got to see the biggest New Year's party on earth in Sydney, Australia, and it won the best fireworks in the world for remember that?
Year
And
2000 was the New
yeah,
Year.
yeah,
Mm.
that was a New Year's party, and that was the coolest fireworks. And again, we were on our buddy Renee's yacht with Kevin Trudeau, and we were looking up at this amazing fireworks as they turned the bridge into a waterfall of light. And so I mean, and remember, and Tom Cruise was next to us, which made us cool.
Yep.
His yacht was next door, and they were all drunk and naked running around, which was crazy to see all that. But anyway, that's another show. So anyway, welcome tonight to tapping in as we regressed with all of our stupid stuff. I had this. I was trying to think of like I've got I've seen these different dimensions that showed up this week. I'm going to touch on that a little bit in case some of you guys are going through it, and and I'm going to clear your energies if I happen to see it. But sometimes dimensions open up, and when dimensions open up, this changes the way things click, the way things work, the outcome of things, and it changes, how we think, how we feel. Sometimes you may not even be hardly playing yourself in the movie, but in the beginning, God told me to come up with uh, and for you guys, what makes you interesting? What makes a person interesting? And how do you become interesting? And how do you become fun? So what makes you fun? What makes you fun and interesting? And what makes a person fun and interesting? And I think a lot of times people really don't know how to be fun and interesting, and they're a little bit lost in this category. So people that I think are fun and interesting, I'm going to pick on a little bit tonight, and I want you to tell everybody else, how do you do this? How do you maintain this fun, interesting thing that you got, that's unique with you, that makes you fun and interesting? Because if you're fun and interesting, people love you. They just get sucked into you. They really do. And so I think it's really, really important for people who don't know how to be fun and interesting to learn how to be fun and interesting. Judy, what is fun and interesting for you? How you are very fun. You're very interesting. You're just a hoot to be around. Everybody loves you, and it's impossible uh, to be around you and not be infected by, or no, infected? No, that's the wrong words. That too. Affected. There we are. And not be affected by your joy, by your light, by your glow, by your whatever that thing is that makes you fun, and that makes you fun and interesting. What would you say? What's the secret for your being fun and interesting? What would you say that is? What is it? What do you do to
Wow.
what do you
Wow.
do to be fun and interesting?
Wow.
What
Well,
makes you?
thank you so much. You know what? I don't have any um schedule. I don't have any agenda. I don't have any um like how people they have to, they fry their chicken at 3 o'clock and then they eat it
Yes.
at three
Yeah.
twelve.
Yeah. Yes, they do. And they eat at 3:12. Yes. Right. And then what else do they do, Judy? Tell me now. Tell me now, please. I'm in a hurry.
And you
Gotta
just
move. Show's got to move on.
you just blow.
Right?
You forget all that. You just, whatever comes up, that's it.
So don't fry your damn chicken at 312.
Yeah.
Shut. Okay. When I tell someone, sometimes on the show I'll tell people shut the hell up. Just learn to shut the hell up. And that's the same thing I'm saying. I'm saying don't fry your chicken at 312 or 307 and a half. Or when you're so strong on every little scheduled thing, how can your angels bring you anything? How can they bring you something, or give you a spiritual gift, or hook you up with anything that has to do with living in the moment? And the truth is, they can't, because you've already got something planned for that day. If you don't believe it, just look at your little schedule you got right now. And so, oh my God. And frankly, these people are boring, right?
Well, they can be.
Yeah, you're being nice. No, but I mean, that's a little boring. And so I, how many relationships I would read, I've read a lot of relationships for guys and for girls, and they go, I think I'm going to get a divorce. And I would look and I would go, I think you are too. And I would go, you're just bored out of your friggin' mind, right? And they would say, yeah, you got it. I'm bored. And And if I ask why they are bored, it many times will run back around to this thing of no spontaneity. No,
Right.
just no, none of that living in the moment, off the cuff, woohoo, look at this silly thing. So every now and then you should just be silly and do something stupid, just to get
Throw,
everybody's attention.
throw the chicken in the garbage and go to McDonald's. Do
There
it.
you are.
Do it.
Can you imagine grabbing Greta's chicken here's Greta, right? And she's got it planned for 3:15 or whatever to cook the chicken. And you just grab her chicken and throw the damn chicken in the garbage.
Or the refrigerator.
What? No, but what would they do? What would she do? I mean, people have breakdowns over this because they cannot break this mold of how and exactly when and why. And so you guys, if any of you guys have this going on, I'll show you how to pop out of it. If you just raise your hand and tell us the truth about your ridiculous stories about how control freak you are on all that timing thing.
Some of
Yeah.
the most funnest times have been when I have never planned it. When it has just been, you show up somewhere and
Yeah. And you're spontaneous, right? And you have some fun. Lindsay, let me talk to you. Lindsay, you got something. I see you, and so, so are you that person that plans every little detail, every minute of your awake, boring life? I mean, life? No, you don't have a boring life.
Right. Who are you looking at, Gary?
Lindsay Simon, how do you say her last name now? She
The
changes.
Lindsay 15 Pro. Is that it?
Yeah.
See, Lindsay Sabrinator. Also, this the right one.
We have to read her lips. Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yep.
interesting.
Okay. Go ahead and unmute.
In itself. Your green fingernail
Okay.
polish is pretty cool.
Thank you. It's supposed to look like a black pearls.
Nice, nice. So anyway, you were waving your arm. So what is that? What did
Yes.
we hit a nerve with you? What's going on?
You did. Because I had the child, a lot of my life is scheduled right now, and it's driving me crazy. And I am like going stir crazy, but I'm busy, and like I want to be fun and interesting, but I have to think about nap time, and I'm like, oh my God, help me. So
Okay. All right. Okay, let me look at you. Well, you obviously have to do things scheduled a bit with
a bit. Yeah.
with a young baby.
Yes.
But when the baby's asleep and you're just hanging out with your good-looking husband, right?
Or myself. Yeah, he's dreaming.
Okay, he's already asleep. Well, you have to do something spontaneous to like wake him up. Okay?
All right.
All right. Pots and pans?
I'm making
Bang.
grilled cheese right now.
No, but you could bang pots and pans together above his head, freak him out, wake him up. Would that
I
work?
could.
Would he be
I could.
mad?
Very, yeah, but
Right. Right. I think you just have to be spontaneous when you do have your moments. So when you have
All
your
right.
when you do have your moments, you just have to, kind of be a little bit off the wall,
Okay.
and
Like
funny.
how?
Um,
Yeah, I'm so struggling with that right now.
well, I think you just have to sort of be a little bit funny with him, a little bit joking,
Uh-huh.
but sound like you've lost your mind slightly, and I feel like he'll be like, things that make you go what, and so Judy could help me out with this. And Judy, I mean, what would you do? What would you tell her? What would be your advice?
Yeah, I need help,
How
like
to, yeah, I
reconnecting.
think well, first of all, I think you need to be sexy to him.
Yeah, so here,
I'd love to be able to.
there you go. So it's simple. I had 3 kids, still spontaneous. So what you do when it's nap time for the little one, you just, get in your sexy outfit and you put a coat over, and you get in the car and you say, hey, we're going to go for a drive.
Oh,
And
So,
interesting.
all right.
the kid
There
will be
you go.
sleeping in the back seat, and you'll be wink, wink, driving to the park to park and see the
These are
The
metaphors.
park.
These are Judy's metaphors, of course.
I'm
Judy's metaphors.
picking up on what she's putting down.
No, but I think you need to find your spontaneity. I think you need to find
I do too.
because there is something to be said about finding your lover once you have a child.
There is.
Because you lose your lover. And
Amen.
so sometimes you got your energy focused on the child, and you're not turning up your mojo, so to speak. Your
Yeah.
mojo on a scale of 1 to 10 is about a 2. And so
I know.
please.
Please.
No, I'm going to turn your volume up. I really am. Okay. And so here we go. All right. There we are. All right. Now I'm just putting a lot of light in your body. And there we go. And there we go. And there we go. Now, how do you feel?
Good.
Different.
Different, happier.
Okay. All right. There.
Start your
Uh,
engine.
Okay.
yeah.
See, a lot of times it's vibration. I mean, sensual chemistry is vibration. Many times,
Yes.
it really truly is.
It.
And, and
Yeah.
so, and so now then, I got your mojo turned up. So you
Hmm.
would go. Is he asleep now? Is he
No.
falling asleep? Okay, not this. So you would go. You'd say, okay, let him know that I turned up your mojo. And there, okay, and hey, buddy, and put your phone down anyway. But so
I have
let
my
him
earbuds.
know. Oh, okay. So
Gary turned up my mojo.
yeah, all
He's
right,
like, what?
yeah, okay. And so and now then he's an innocent bystander, and you
So
got your
such an innocent mess.
yeah, and you got your earbuds in, and
Yeah.
so you don't know what's going on.
No.
Okay, okay, okay. Now then, watch this. I
Okay.
turned, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's running along at about an 8 already. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. But see, he's empathing your two.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so now then he's already at an 8. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I kicked him up on a scale of 1 to 10 to about a 15 energetically, right? And he feels
Uh-huh.
and now he's feeling pretty warm. If you notice, his face probably turned pretty red. And so right, yeah,
Yeah.
right. And so he's got so much light in. And so there you are. So now your vibe is like totally different. So it was you. You think it was him.
I
It was
no,
you. Yeah, it was
it's
you.
me.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, tell him your mojo is now fixed. Okay, we'll send you the bill, right, Judy? Anyway, there. No, that's all. It was you. You many times
I believe you.
meditation. Many times you just meditate and bring your light in.
Yeah.
And but I'm just saying, don't focus on your husband. Focus on your lover.
All right.
And so try that. See how you felt really bright, so bright. Now your sinus is open, your hands are pretty tingly. You see what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Focus
Yes,
on
sir.
your yeah, everything is just having to do with that.
Hmm.
Okay? Now you feel pretty warm everywhere. And so there you go.
Hmm.
And so so there we go. Okay? There, fixed you. Fixed you.
Thank you.
Judy, and so how many times do you think it really does go back to romance? I mean, I think a lot of times. I think a lot of times it does. And so, but you want to be spontaneous.
Hmm.
So, all right. So
Okay.
don't watch the rest of the show, but call us at the end of the show and let us know how things go. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, yay! Everybody's
I
applauding
love
you.
you.
Everybody's like, yay! Yeah, Wally's applauding you. Wally, do you think there's any sense to this? Put Wally on for me if you would.
Love you
Wally's not
so
bad.
much.
You know, and so, Wally, I think that was good. Do you think that was good advice? I think that was great advice, right?
Yeah, I think it is great advice because I'm not spontaneous myself. I
No?
am no, I'm I feel
Are you
secure.
boring? Are you one of these people like okay, at 9:35 we're gonna hit it? Are you like you're not
Well,
spontaneous?
I'm pretty much on a schedule. Maybe 10 o'clock I'm in bed. But my whole
Okay.
days are just planned, and I feel secure if I know what I'm going to be doing.
Okay. But you have a partner. You have a relationship.
Yeah,
You
I
have
have a
a partner.
partner.
Yeah. You guys should like hang out like on the way to the grocery store or something. Silly.
Right. So, well, right now I'm up in Hibbing, Minnesota, because Patrick's mother is in hospice
Oh,
and she's not doing well. And so that's what we're doing now. So,
that's okay.
and
Well,
that's not fun.
no, that puts out the light. That puts out the
Right.
mojo for sure. And so here's what okay, here my advice to you would be um I think there's never a good time for mothers to die.
Right.
There never is. And so or to be sick. And so um I think that he needs little silly gifts from you.
Okay.
Okay. So if you just get him, you could get him a little piece of cake with a candle. You could get him one rose. You could get, whatever.
Okay.
But I'm saying he needs little silly gifts. to where he feels like his child spirit is being, uh, you know,
Okay.
you know, handled or touched and loved. And so, but I'm just seeing little silly gifts of spontaneity, though,
Oh,
something that
that's
he's not used to.
okay.
Okay.
That sounds nice. That actually makes me smile.
Yeah, because it makes him smile. See,
Right,
and so when you're one with somebody and they smile, you smile. When you
right.
smile, they smile. And but I'm just saying, if you do little spontaneity things, in the form of little boy gifts right now, buy him a little truck or something. I don't
Okay.
know, whatever he played with,
Yeah,
and then I think you got him. So
yeah.
that's
Okay.
what it feels like.
Do you feel like when his mother passes that she's going to pass over and not be stuck?
I feel like she will now because you want her to.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels like your light and his light. Sometimes she can be pretty negative, and so but I see that your light matters, and
Okay.
when you got people that are passing on, and I just recently figured out it is more complicated than I ever thought it could be. And I've learned about these new dimensions that are showing up on the planet Earth, that are very karmic, and
Hmm.
and so it's a little bit different of a game than what it was, say, last year. And so, but I feel like she's going to be fine. That's what I see. And see, your hands got real hot when I said that. So
Yeah, they are.
that's the truth. Yeah, it's going to be
So,
okay. Buy him a silly gift. Buy him something. Buy him a gag
okay.
gift. Buy him something funny. Buy him, I don't know,
Yeah,
whatever that it might be. So,
yeah.
okay.
He's actually going to be retiring um, in about 4 or 5 days from work. So then
Okay.
we can, then life will change because we can be able to do things spontaneous.
Good.
So,
So, well, you have to hit it really quick with the whole spontaneity thing,
right.
or he'll get stuck and he'll become an old lady himself. And so you have to,
He's kind of like that.
yeah. And so kind of like that. Well, when he's got all this time on his hands, he turns into that, and so that'll bore
Right.
you to death. So you got to keep him stirred up. Do things out of spontaneity.
Okay.
That's how you keep it interesting. Okay, buddy.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Great.
Hey. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Bye.
I think that was good advice, Judy. What do you think? I think so.
That was
I think
great.
so. Yeah, but spontaneous is, and it keeps it interesting, guys. You got to keep it interesting. You got to keep it interesting for your spouse, and so and
But
you
you
got to
can't
keep it.
plan your spontaneity. You get it?
Duh, that is brilliant. You can't plan your spontaneity. You can't, right? But
Well,
you can kind of come up with creative ideas.
yes.
And so I think that that's sort of important. Come up with creative ideas. Christine Klein, let me talk to you about, like, what's it like? What's it like with you? Having you got a husband, and um do you plan every little detail?
No,
No.
I don't. Hi, Gary.
Hey, my girl, what are you doing? And and you are interesting.
Thank you.
You are. You really are. You're fun. You're interesting. You're vivacious. You do fun stuff, and you can't always know what you're up to. So I mean, I've read you a million times in private readings, and so it's very interesting to read you because you're just spontaneous. And that's a natural thing for you. What would be, since it is a natural thing for you to be spontaneous, uh, what would be your advice for people who are not? How do they break out of their shell? And that's really what it's like. You have to break out of this shell that's got you really stuck. And some people are really stuck with this. So, what would be advice? What would be your advice?
What I like to do, especially on the weekends, is like we always just go out for lunch. We don't know where
See,
we're gonna
she's
go.
excited. She's excited right
Yeah,
now, guys.
I'm
Oh my
excited about
God, what we
it.
do? We go out for lunch. Ah, yeah,
That's
we, yeah,
exciting
yeah.
to us.
Yeah,
And
all
then we
right.
play pull tabs, and I always pray to win, and we do get lucky. So
All right.
It's just a little fun. I mean, we love going out in the yard and working and watering flowers and, going to the garden center. Just getting out feels good.
Awesome.
And nothing planned. Just who
Doing it.
knows? Just doing it.
Just that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So people should just go do it, whatever it is.
Yeah, just go
yeah,
do it. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Okay. And then at the end of all that, you look back and you smile and you go, "Boy, that's fun." Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's the so if it could be that simple, then do something that simple. Be
Mhm.
spontaneous. Be spontaneous. Be spontaneous in your relationships. Be spontaneous with yourself, and I think that'll really help you out. You got any questions, girl? Since you got me.
Yeah, yeah. I have been having so much like health things. I don't know what's going on. Like I've got this pain in my foot and it it gets swollen and I've had like heartburn. I'm on Prilosec and all these weird things are happening to me and I keep clearing myself, but I can't break away from all of it.
Watch. I'll show you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Look. There's a layer of energy since you're talking to me, and it starts around about your waist, the middle of your body,
Yeah.
and it's dark all the way down your legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All
tried clearing like a belt off of me, but I
right.
couldn't.
Here's why.
Okay.
You're standing in darkness.
Oh man.
And a lot of people have this layer thing going. Okay. And so
Okay.
you guys follow me and do the same thing I'm doing with Christine. And so I want you now to ask God for the spiritual gift to float up.
God, may I please have the spiritual gift to float up.
There we go.
Thank you, God.
How's your legs feeling? How's your foot?
Yeah. I feel really light. I
See?
feel kind of numb.
Kind of strange, right? Different
Yeah.
feeling. But now, okay, you started immediately sweating a little bit in your face, and I
Mm-hmm.
see going up, and now your butt cheeks are warm. I can feel that,
Yes, it's so
right?
funny. Yes, they
Right?
are.
Yeah. And so,
Woo!
right? And your legs are hot. You see?
Yeah, I'm sweaty.
Yeah. That's all it is. You have to float a little higher
Oh
up.
man.
You have to you sometimes you can pull down the light, and then also you can go up into the light.
Oh
This is a
wow.
really big trick, guys, this week. I had the same thing going, but I was
Oh,
my foot was hurting and different things, and I'm going, what is up with me? Right? And I realized I have to float up, and I got out of it. And so just ask God for the spiritual gift to float up. That's all you
okay.
got to do, and you'll float up above the darkness, and you'll be in a much higher vibration, and this higher vibration will allow you. See, now your feet are sweating almost. See,
Yeah, super.
right?
My slippers are wet.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so that's how you do it. There's the trick. That's what it is.
Oh, it's that easy, huh?
Yeah, that
I thought, oh
easy.
my gosh, what the hell is happening to me? Am I dying?
Yeah. Yeah. No, but you're thinking it's you. No, it's
Yeah.
the everybody on Earth.
Holy crap. I've been busy clearing the nukes and maybe I haven't been focusing enough on me.
Well, a lot of times we have to just figure out what do we do. And
Yeah.
for those of you who can see here and talk to God, you simply ask Him, God, how do I fix this? How do I clear this? Or ask your angels, how do I clear this?
Mm-hmm.
You'll find, and then you'll be able to. So that's what you do. You float up out of the darkness, and there you go.
Okay, I've been talking to God a lot.
Yeah. Well, I think me too. And He says He listens to you a lot.
Oh, that means so much to me. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And so now your little child spirit, you have a little crazy, your little child spirit's crazy and fun. And so he just now threw your child spirit in you. And the one thing you can do to find your spontaneity is to get your child spirit. And of
Oh, okay.
course, and so that's important. We're going to do that in just a second. And so there we go. Well, yours just hopped in you. See, look how that feels.
Yeah, I'm smiling again. I found my smile.
Yes, there you go. There you go, girl. You'll be all right. I'll talk to you later. Love
Okay,
you.
thank you, Gary.
All right. There we go. That's so cool. She is awesome. I love her. And see, when you guys are watching her and talking to her, you get a little high. You get a little happy. Can't help it. Just happens. Just happens. When people have their child spirit in them, you can't help but feel that sense of light, and the sense of joy. You feel this crazy sense of joy. Speaking of child spirits, I want to talk to Terry's iPhone. I don't know what it's. Terry Mahoney. There we are.
Was
I
it just
caught you.
iPhone, Gary?
Yeah, I caught you with a mouthful. I think it says iPhone today.
Oh, great. There's so many iPhones. I don't see her.
She's eating.
I get it. If you had her name on there, not just iPhone. There's
She
like
she took a
nine
big. She
iPhones.
just took a big bite of caramel. And so she's like, "Why did you call me now? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah,
Mm,
Terry, change your name on your phone to Terry so I could find you.
mm, yeah.
Oh well.
All right, we'll do it. She's doing it. There we go. All right. Well, we can bop somebody else and then come back. That's easy to do. Let me speak to Renee A.
Hi.
Oh, we got Terry now. We got Terry. Oh, hey, there you are. All right.
Hi.
Well, so you're spontaneous. You're eating
Oh yeah.
peanuts, caramel. What you chewing on? What you eating?
One of those candies that you always have at your house, a little strawberry. One of my favorites.
Ah, cool. There we are. Good, 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 good. Good. You're a person that brings the word spontaneity to a whole different level.
I know.
You are a spontaneous, crazy girl.
I
Uh,
am.
and you're fun. You're interesting. You're
Thank you.
unique. You're
Thank you.
amazing. People that are around you are always laughing and having fun. And I'm
Aw.
always hearing, I heard somebody yesterday who said, I got in touch with Terry and I love her.
Wow.
And so I read a lady in a private reading yesterday and she told me that. And so I think it's like, and you're infectious.
Aw.
Your light is, your joy is, you're just about all that fun. Even the fact that you're chewing, I caught you chewing caramel. The but what would be your advice how do you tell people to harness this thing, or not harness this thing,
There you go.
but to become this thing? How do they do it?
Um,
To where they're interesting. I think the
I
worst
think
thing I think the
I think
worst thing is if you're socially awkward.
so. Believe it or not, I can be socially awkward. But what happens
No,
with
I think you're
me,
awkward, but I don't think you're socially awkward. I think you're funny.
but I end up pushing more of me through instead of shying back. So
Okay.
I can get socially awkward, but I don't like that feeling. So I push more of me. And I think it's more about really not caring what other people think about how weird you
Ah,
are.
that's what I was digging for.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was digging for. I
Yeah.
wanted you guys to come up with it, not me. I would say that looking at me, I probably don't give a damn what anybody thinks.
No.
What would you
I
think?
love that about you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I really, I get a kick out of it. And I
Yeah.
get a kick out of being different, funny, fun, interesting, unique, making people happy, laugh, whatever the gig is. But I have fun. I have the greatest time with me.
Yeah.
I can go to Walmart
Me too.
and have the time of my life. It's like it's like it's like a show.
Yeah.
And
The little kid in us has never gone away. I love
never.
that about me and you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, and when you're together with other people that have that thing, the little kids go crazy. So
Yes.
it's like having two little kids together, and then they're really going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And so,
I have a little coyote in me, huh, Linda? Judy? I always call Judy Linda because she looks like my girlfriend. But I do. I have a little coyote in me. So my little child spirit's kind of like a teenager, kind of one and wild.
that's good.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good, but
fun.
you're fun. But you're fun. So I think that's so important, and the number one most important thing. Don't give a damn about what anybody thinks, and then they're going to think really great things about their fun person they know.
Aw.
Because you're going to be interesting. You're going to be unique. You're going to be fun. You're going to be spontaneous. You're going to be great to be around. And if you do feel socially awkward, push through.
That's kind of what I do. Yeah.
Push through that. Push through that thing. It's like I realized I always, we were, Dean and I were in Hollywood and trying to be, whatever we thought we needed to be at the time. And and we would find ourselves in the circles with the most famous people in the world. And we were sometimes feeling like we were um, a little less than because sometimes they would make you feel that way. And then we realized, no, I think it's us making us feel that way.
Mhm.
And so we figured out that how to never feel that way. And I would say, wouldn't you say, Dean, that by pushing, we did that always. We would just push through any kind of awkward situation.
Oh yeah,
And, you know, right?
yeah. We just pushed through it, and we were at oh my God, we were at dinner somewhere in Beverly Hills, and it was like we were invisible at the table with all these super famous people, and you looked over at me and went, "Is it me or is it you?" Or you said something, and something clicked, and then we just said F it, and we just became ourselves. And then then everybody at the table all of a sudden noticed us and was like, "Oh, wow, y'all interesting. Let's talk to y'all now." So it was something that clicked, and we were at dinner in
I
Beverly.
remember that moment in time. I do remember that moment in time. We were at Mr. Chow's, which is a famous celebrity restaurant.
Mm.
And we were with about 5 or 6 A-listers.
Right.
And and it was like I think I could have lit my hair on fire at the table, and I don't think anybody would have noticed that I was burning. I don't right? And Dean, I looked at Dean. I go, "Is it me? Is And whatever we did to click through, all of a sudden the one-liners started flowing out of my mouth and out of Dean's, and we started having our own little private party. And these boring A-listers, if you would, were like, "Oh, wow." And we sucked them right into our vortex. And so, because we just changed our attitude and didn't care what they thought, and we became our true self. So I think that's a big key is you want to become your true you, your true self. Be yourself. Be your real true you. Be that person, that Terry, that Gary, that Dean, and then people are gonna love that feeling, that real feeling,
Yeah.
and it's like I
It
remember.
also it gives other people permission to be who they are if you are who
Yeah,
you are. It really
yeah,
does. It is infectious. That's a good word.
very, very, very much so. And so and so we didn't know how to do anything except just be ourselves. Um, and so we started, having parties and Hollywood parties and inviting some of these A-listers and B-listers and C-list, whatever the hell they were, and at the time, and we ended up having the best parties ever, because we didn't, first of all, care what everybody else thought, and then we were real. And I even had Hollywood managers, Barry, and some different other people that were like, Barry's an English dude, and he's like in the Managers Hall of Fame. I talked to him yesterday, and but he's like, Gary, they love you. I don't know why. They just love you. He goes, they'll do what you say. He was having this big important party, and he said, you need to invite your famous people for me because they'll come out for you. He said they won't come out for me, even though he's a Hollywood, manager. He said, but they'll come if you want them to. If you ask them to come to something, they'll come, and they did, and so, but it was like, but the secret is to be real, and so that's the reason. Like when you come to a spiritual retreat, whether we're having it in California or Ohio, or whether we're having it at my house here in a retreat center in North Carolina, you're going to feel home. You're going to feel this real kind of thing. And by the way, we're having a spiritual retreat. Call for more information. Where are we? September 25th through the 28th. And so just come in and check us out here in beautiful North Carolina. And you're going to feel at home. When you come here, you feel at home, right, Terry? It's
Oh,
like, it's that.
yeah.
And
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
and whatever, and we're always doing something spontaneous and crazy and fun,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
so and it just keeps on going, and that's what we do. But at
I
and at
have so much fun at your parties, at the seminars. Um, I've fallen asleep listening to tapping in because I felt so comfortable and I was tired from a drive. So yeah, I feel very much at home when I'm there. That's the gift you have though.
Well,
That
it's but it's a gift to just be yourself, be
yeah.
your true self, be real, be your true self with other folks, and that gives everybody else, like what you said, which is so important. I think is it gives everybody else permission to be them, and sometimes people feel like they need permission to be them, and
Mhm.
so you got anything for me? You need anything? You good? What's going on?
Speaking of famous and romance, and I have a love interest with a famous ex-boxer slash actor. He's a retired boxer, and he
Wow.
belongs to the same group I do. And I'm so interested. I've got a little obsessive about him.
Oh,
So, do you
wow.
see anything?
Well, first of all, I want you to turn up your mojo.
God, my mojo needs to be turned down, Gary. I'm going to get myself in trouble if I don't turn it down.
But here, I want you to
Ooh,
project. Okay, I want you to not be afraid to project um, um, your interest to this person.
oh my
If
gosh.
and because I see this person is genuinely interested in you.
I had a feeling, yeah.
Yeah, and so your feeling is right, and
Okay.
so this is neat and really cool. And so think of the person.
Hmm.
Okay, now I want you to move up to the next to heaven dimension, which is way up high next to Zion heavens, right before Zion heaven. There you are. You're there. Okay, there he is, and he reached out his hand and he grabbed your hand and kissed your hand. You saw
Oh my
that.
God, he's so sweet.
You saw that. You
I
saw it.
did.
He
I
kissed
did.
your hand. He
Yeah.
kissed your hand. And so that's a great soul connection. That's the highest of soul connection is when somebody is with you up in this next to heaven dimension. And so, and this is a spectacular, soulmate connection. And you can have soulmates, you can have soul interest, you can have soulmates that can be friends, you
Yeah.
can have soulmates that can be a dog, you can have
Yeah.
soulmates that can be, a family member that, it doesn't always have to be romantic, but this situation it is. Now your hand
Yep.
totally, feel your hand buzzing
Yes.
where he
I feel
kissed
my
your hand.
whole body buzzing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there we are. Okay, so that just enhances that soul connection. So when you meditate, and you do have a soul interest in somebody, a soulmate connection interest, for all you guys that are wanting, you ask God, dear God, please bring me my soulmate. And when you receive that soulmate connection with someone, um, and not every soulmate that you find is going to be a romantic soulmate. And in
Right.
the beginning, you're not going to know if it is or if it's not. You're just going to know how you feel. You're just going to feel, this connection that's going to be really overwhelmingly nice. And so, and so that's what you got going. Good luck.
Okay. I'm
Looks great.
excited.
Yeah, I see a golden. Feel how your feet got hot on the bottoms.
Yes.
I see a golden road, golden brick
Yeah.
road right there, and I see, yeah, you're hooking up. There we are.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm really, yeah, he's got my stomach doing butterflies.
Good for you. Good for
Yeah,
you.
he's
I'm
very
excited.
kind. Very
You know,
kind.
you because you're my buddy. I can talk, openly about what I think. But you were emotionally dead.
Hmm?
Not
Yeah.
anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you awake, girl. That's good. Have
Yeah.
fun.
I'm gonna.
Looks good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Hi,
excited.
Judy, Dean, Michelle, Freddie. I love all you guys.
Love you too, Terry.
All
I'll
right.
see you guys in September for sure. Michelle,
Okay.
put me on the list.
All right. I'll see you at the retreat. This will be
Okay.
fun.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah, and you can't help but have fun if you're at a retreat with Judy. I mean, Judy's a hoot to be at a retreat with. She is just all that and then some. Let me talk to Elizabeth Leeds. Let me talk to Elizabeth. Hey, girl. And so it's so fun. You and Zelda, is it your dog?
Yes.
I
Yep,
remembered your
saw that.
dog. That's you know we're best friends when you can remember everybody's dog's name even. But anyway, but that's
And
but
she
you
loves coming as much as I
yeah
do.
she comes to retreats. Your dog comes to retreats. She's
Yeah.
a big German Shepherd dog that is the sweetest dog in the world, and and so are you. You're the sweetest dog in the world. And so, but with the retreats, do you notice how when people let their guard down and they just sort of slip into being themselves and being real, is that not the funnest thing?
It is. I have to go back to Kristen Klein's asking for the spiritual gift to float up. I don't see real well spiritually, but the image of wings just came into my brain right when
Oh,
she asked
wow.
for that gift. So I'm like, oh my God.
Well,
But
that's actually a big gift that's going around right now. So
I
all of
loved
you
it.
guys, yeah. So all you guys, you want to ask for the spiritual gift of your angel wings and just float up. There we go. See how your back got warm, guys? Feel that?
Yeah.
See, your back got real warm, and so that's because your angel wings came out, and so you just now moved up high. There we are. Nice.
I wanted to say that what your question is that I'd been thinking about this. Why I had so much fun at this retreat is I've been working at having my ego demon just go away. And
Good.
it occurs to me that it's from a little kid. That ego demon has been trying to convince me that she's keeping me safe and protected, but she keeps me imprisoned because you
Yeah.
can't be yourself when you're worried about whatever someone else is
People.
going to think.
Yeah.
So this time at the retreat, I just had so much fun getting to know people and just not worrying what anybody thought
I
about me.
saw you having fun. I mean, I really did. I saw you having fun. I would go hang out with you and sit around you or sit with you, and I got high from being around you.
Oh,
Um,
thank you. It was
and
wonderful.
but see, and that's my point. When you do settle in to being your true self,
Yeah.
and you don't care what anybody thinks, you're just being who you are. Um, then you go higher and higher, and this
And
is when you
you're
truly
also
have
able
fun.
to be more interested in other people if you're not so worried about keeping yourself protected.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I think that it's important. I'm genuinely interested in everybody.
Yeah, you are. You are.
I am, and so because I never know where the curve is coming, like because I dig stuff out of people, you know, share things or I dig stuff out of people that usually don't come out, and but I'm genuinely really interested in other people, and
And it shows in all your interactions with us. It shows.
yeah, it was
It
well,
means
it's
a lot.
fun, and
Yeah,
and I hope it rubs off
it
because
does. It
that's
does.
the key. That's the key. Just be, interested in what other people got going, and then they'll be interested in whatever you got going. So, but I see you having fun. I'm so glad for that. Thank you for joining us. I hope you can come again in September or join us virtually if you can't, but anything is good.
That one will
And,
probably be virtual. I do have a question for you if you have a
okay.
second.
Yeah.
When I was at the retreat, actually, I found a lump in my breast and it came back this week as positive for cancer.
Hmm.
So I kind of want to know what you think about that. Like, I think it's fairly early stages, but I was like, no, that can't be true. But yeah, it is. So
Um, give me a minute. Hear how quiet your head went?
yeah, it's like cotton batting in there.
Really quiet.
Yeah,
So I cleared this dark energy and I cleared your worry energy.
thank you.
Um, many times I've noticed that a lot of people are going through health problems,
Hmm.
and I think they're worrying about stuff. So what I would tell you is don't worry, proceed with caution. But as I see with you, it feels like they caught this pretty early.
I think so.
And so I don't know if they told you that or not, but I see that. And so it looks good to me. So I see this I don't feel like this is the bullet taking you out. So
I don't think
uh
so either. I'm mostly like really bugged about all the rigmarole to go the process of getting better.
well
All the
I feel like
appointments and all the.
I feel like that you have two, not one, but two rock star doctors.
Oh,
And
good,
so and so whoever they are, I feel great about them and it looks like you're already on the path with those people.
good,
And so I feel great about it. So there
good,
we are. And I'm sending lots of light. I got rid of a little demon in there that I see that had teeth. And as I got rid of that, you'll notice your sinuses open, your hands got super hot,
Yeah.
and you see your face turning red. You got really super warm.
Oh, look, it is
Uh,
really red.
yeah, and your breast got really warm. Feel how warm?
Tingly.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
very
Good.
tingly. Yeah.
Yeah, good, good, good. There you go. Good
Well,
luck on
thank
it.
you. So
All right.
thank you. So I
Yeah.
imagine I'll be at the virtual retreat in September.
Okay, well, I just see this won't kill you, all right? And so
Well,
that's
that's
what it.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not ready to
yeah.
go. That was the first thing I thought of, was like, wait a minute, I'm not ready to go. I want to be here for a long time yet. So,
And you when you said that, look how warm you got.
uh-uh.
Yeah, so you're manifesting in the right direction.
Yeah.
Um, I think we take our health for granted.
Well, I think so
I,
too. I was
I,
totally
I,
shocked by this, honestly.
yeah, I think we all do this, and so, and I know I did. I took my health for granted because I never was sick in my life.
I always thought
So
this was something that happened to somebody else. This was never going to happen to me, right?
yeah, I didn't see me getting sick. I could, there would be. I mean, Dean, you could testify. There's like the office staff would get sick with flus and colds and things and stuff.
Yeah, Gary
Remember?
never, yeah, you never got sick ever.
Ever. They were
Yeah.
like, well, he don't get sick. He's not human. Right. And so I never got sick. Well, I never got sick until everything went into not a God matrix dimension, but into a synthetic dimension when man made a virus named COVID.
Yeah.
So I ended up with this man-made virus that was from a whole nother dimension, and my little angels weren't ready for that. Interesting, right?
That's
And
really
so,
interesting.
yeah, and so suddenly there's a new demon on the planet, and this demon I was vulnerable to.
You
And
were
so
what? Say that again. You were what?
vulnerable. I was
Oh,
vulnerable
vulnerable
to
to it. Yeah.
this. And so then anything in any of my illnesses where I've been sick happened from that. And from that, but I had to learn how to. There's my plastic
Yeah.
knife. And so God made a joke and said, here's the dimension. I'm giving you the gift of a plastic knife to clear this synthetic dimension. So a lot of you guys, if you took vaccines or if you have remnants of that horrible man-made disease, use the gift of the plastic knife, and you can get that and clear yourself. And that's the gift. That really is. I know that sounds silly. There we are. That's what it is. And so because it's a synthetic dimension, it's not a real dimension, but it is a real illness. And so there we go. Look how you feel now. See,
Yeah.
you can feel a lot lighter. And so, but so it's like they'll figure out how to get you one way or the other. But you look fine. You're going to get right on through is what I feel. So good luck, honey.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thanks so much for everything.
Appreciate you for everything.
Thank you.
That's good. You got a great
Love you
attitude.
guys. Thank
Yeah,
you.
back at you. And so beautiful. I'm so glad we talked to her. Isn't that good? I was
Great.
led. Yeah,
You,
I felt really led to talk to her. Now I know why. And so many times it's like that, guys, when you're around just out and about in public or in a restaurant or doing what you're doing, or you think of somebody and you want to talk to them or say something, say hello or whatever it may be, go do it. Just do it. Go do it. And many times it'll just make a lot of sense. It'll end up lining up for you. That's what happens. Who are we talking to, Dean? We were talking to somebody.
um, Judy was picking people. Where's Judy?
We've got Alexander
To
Kuhn. He's got his hand raised. And where are you from, Alexander? Let us know.
All righty, there we go. Where is
hey,
Alexander?
there he is.
He's sitting in a dark room.
Where are you from, Alex? Alexander.
Go ahead and unmute again. There you go.
Hello,
There we go. Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm from Austria.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's right.
4 a.m. I just wakes up.
Oh, you just wake up. Oh, it's 4 a.m. there.
Right.
All right. Okay. Oh, where are you in Austria? Are you close to Vienna, or where are you from?
I'm 2 hours away from Vienna. I'm in Graz.
Mm.
in the near of Graz.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm really glad to talk to you. And um, when I look at you, I see all these rainbows above your head. So I don't know if you've been meditating or not, but you have a lot of protection around you. So I just see lots and lots of rainbows, and all that looks really good. Um, and your spiritual gifts are coming down to you now. I see them sort of raining down to you. And you've got a lot of new gifts that are showing up. Clairaudience being one of them. Clairvoyant, you're going to be able to see psychically a little bit. Do you get little visions sometimes and you're seeing stuff? Now you're getting to where you see stuff a little bit and you hear stuff. And uh, but I see you're getting your clairvoyance and your clairaudience, which is really good. So that means you can hear and you can see spiritually. And so what your hearing is already pretty good. If you look at his ears, guys, see his ears went red. And so this just means that your spiritual hearing come on, but it also your clairvoyance is coming on. Ask God for the gift of spiritual eyes. Can you do that?
God, please give me the gift of the spiritual eyes.
Okay, there you go. All right, big old eyes. Take them, put them in your head. Take your hands and put your hands up to your eyeballs. And there we go. Put them in. Put them in. Put them in. Put them in. Push them in. A little harder. Push them in. There we go. There, you got them. There you are. See, now you can breathe easier. Feel that? Different breath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There, they look like that. But you got these big spiritual eyes. And so you're going to find that this will really help you. And you'll start to see. Especially when you wake up first thing in the morning, you'll start to see swirls, visions, things. Nice. So very good. What's your question? What's your question? You must have a question for me.
Yeah, first it is very funny because I asked God to give me today the gifts that I see clearly, because sometimes I see something in my eyes, and sometimes I hear
Swirls.
something, especially if it's, yeah, I don't know. Um,
Okay.
it's like
All right.
I'm
Well,
a
I
little
was,
stupid in my head.
yeah, you're almost there, but not there. Well, now you clicked over. Now you got there, and so now you'll be able to see spiritually, hear spiritually. It'll be really interesting. It'll start happening real fast for you now. And so I've noticed that people are getting these
Yeah.
gifts that are making these big shifts, big old giant shifts, and big old differences. I'm so happy that we're to that place in the evolving of this little rock down here called the planet Earth. I'm really happy that we're at this evolving place where our Earth is really turning into a true heaven, which means it's normal to hear, see, and talk to God. And so you're gonna be really in the zone here. I can't wait to see what you come up with. But it's gonna be fun for you. It'll be fun. It'll
Yeah,
be fun.
thank you. Yeah.
It'll
I
be
have
fun. Yeah. You
I
have
have a
another. What's your
question.
other question? Yeah. What's your question?
Yeah. Um, so I have a trauma because I think I saw with my eyes in my childhood something in the night. It was dark. I don't know if you can see it right now, what it was.
Was it a demon?
Yeah, so I don't know if it was just my eyes, like a little bit stupid, were to me, or it was really something I saw that night.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 10 years old around that.
Okay. Was someone in your room?
My brother was, it was like a double bed. So I was
Yeah.
above him. In On the other,
Bunk.
um,
Bunk bed.
yeah,
Lower
yeah,
lower
bed
bed. Yeah. Uh-huh.
was my bigger brother.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Was what you saw real? Partially, yes. Your mind interpreted it as something a little different than what it really was. I think it was spiritual, is what I think. And so that's what I think.
Okay.
And so,
because I have since then I have a trauma from this scenario. I can't get into rooms where it's dark,
right.
because sometimes I see like
Yeah, well,
something in
that's
my eyes,
that was to block
and
your
it's
spirit.
scaring me.
Yeah, well, here we are. I'm going to get rid of that trauma. Is that okay? There we go. Now you got really warm all over.
Please,
See?
yes.
There. You'll be all right. Yeah, I got rid of the trauma.
Yeah.
I got rid of the
Yeah.
trauma, but that's blocking.
Yeah.
That's in part, that was blocking your vision and your hearing because you were afraid to see. You were afraid of what you might see. And so, but don't have no fear of that. Dean had that same thing going because he could see stuff as a little boy, and he has an identical twin, and the twin brother couldn't see anything. And so Dean would go, you see, he would see, demons, all kinds of stuff, spirits. And he was all freaked out. And the twin was like, shut up, go to sleep. This isn't happening, you know. But you're gonna find now feel how calm you feel now. You see, you feel calm.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
tearing a little
yeah,
bit heavy.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, good, good. Well, you're okay, buddy. I got rid of your trauma. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you soon. Now you'll be able to
I
see.
have one more quick
Yeah.
thing, please.
Okay. All right.
It's very important because someone committed suicide. I know from the past, and I want to know where he is right now, if I can help him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see him. It's good that you're asking about him, but I see him. He's already in heaven. He's in the garden, which means transition. So he's in a transitional space, and you have. I hear because of you, you already sent him to the light. So I don't know if you thought you did, but you did. So you've already done it.
Yes.
Okay, did you think you tried, right? You tried to do that.
Yes, like you said one time, I've listened to you because someone else had the same thing going on. Someone committed suicide and
Yeah.
helped him. So I got
Well,
it from you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
well, thank you so much, but you're the one that did it. So I would love to take credit, but hey, it's your credit. You did it. You actually sent him to the light. I didn't. And so there you go. So you can do that too. So good luck. Okay, buddy.
Thank
Beautiful.
you, Gary.
Beautiful. And
Thank you.
he looks up with a very quiet voice and says, "Thank you." He said, "Thank you. Thank you." I keep saying it over and over. Thank you. Thank you. There. Good. Yeah, you can feel his energy. See, you got warm. Woo, you got hot then. Feel it? There. And so, good luck,
Yes.
buddy. Good luck. Happy Austria. Happy Austria. I love Austria. Dean and I had so much fun in Austria. Oh my God. Yeah, that was a good place. That was a lot of fun. We spent a lot of time in Austria in the last few years. Uh, anyway, with our buddy Christian over there. So there we go. Who are we talking to? Judy, where you at? Are you there somewhere?
Yes, let's go to Shelley Sned.
Okay.
Shelley Sned, let us know where you're from, Shelley.
Shelley. All right. All right, Shelley, unmute yourself. There you go. Oh, you unmute. Here, unmute yourself again. There you go, Shelley. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
There
Can
you
you
go.
hear
There we
me
go.
now?
Yep,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Shelley,
Bloomington,
what's your question?
Minnesota.
And what's your question? You don't have to crawl right up in it. I can see you real good and hear you. And
Okay.
so, because I end up looking down, I'm looking at your tonsils. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
and so, nice tonsils.
All
Anyway,
right.
what's your question, honey?
Well, you've helped me before. My question is, I'm still trying to find my lost dog, Jenna.
Yes.
And it's been 8 months. And you said that, she'll come back to me and you lit her up. But I do want to know if she's still alive. And I want to
Yes.
know
A quick yes.
what vicinity, how and when will I get her back? I've tried everything you've told me, so I just need a little more help.
It's like, I'm hearing try it again. So it looks like you just do more of the same. I do feel her alive still. And so,
Right?
and sometimes it just takes as long as it takes. but I feel like you'll still get her back and see her again in this lifetime, which is nice. And so I just see this working out. Maybe you turn loose of it a little bit and allow it to happen instead of doing everything so intensely. Sometimes you can try so hard you run off the energy and
Okay.
you run off the connection. So I would
Okay.
just when I said that, I felt your feet get warm. You felt that. And so
Yes.
yeah, and so what you want to do is just kind of chill out a little bit and allow it to happen, instead of making her come back to you and willing it so strongly, you allow it to happen.
Okay. Is she still in the same vicinity that she jumped the fence, or did someone take her further away?
No, still around, still around.
Okay. All
So
right.
still around. So there you go. Just do
So,
more of the same, and
okay.
just allow, and everything will. I still see it hooking up for you, and you just have to allow a little bit more, and just give it a minute, and
Okay.
that's how
Can
that works.
Can you tell me, is my husband that passed away last year, is he trying to help me get this dog back? I keep sensing him around me.
He's around doing, well, when I tap into him, I see him running around with some people in heaven. And he's out in a field. I don't know if he was a hunter or a golfer or if he's just walking around outside, but I see him just hanging around with some other folks having fun. Who would
Okay.
that be? What's he doing? What do you like to do?
Well, he was a hunter, but also he was a director of a softball team. So he was always on the field or out
Yeah.
hunting. So,
Okay. Well, I just see him out and about, and it looks like the woods, but I see him out in the big field, and then he's in so he's just hanging out with his buddies doing what he does, and so
okay.
sort of family. He's
Okay.
having fun. He's having a really good time. He just says he loves you. He says he sends you love every night, and gives you a big hug. Sometimes you can feel an energy around. That's him. He says.
Okay.
He
Because
says, "Tell her."
I keep asking him and my dad, to please help me send an angel for Jenna
Well,
to find me.
he heard you. He says, "Tell her I heard her. I heard her."
Okay. All
So
right.
so he's with you on it, but he's frankly enjoying his heaven.
Well,
He said
good.
he says he's having a really good time, and he's I guess he's with. And I'm trying to keep I don't know these people he's with. It's extended family though, and so I don't know if it's cousins or
Probably
uncles.
uncles. Probably uncles.
Uncles, there we go. The
Yep.
extended family uncles, and he's with them hanging out, hunting and doing silly things. He just said he loved you. He said, "Tell her
Okay.
I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her." So he loves you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Gary. And I will be patient and I will let you know when Jenna comes back. And you have a
Good.
great night. Thank you for all that you do.
Hey, you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, honey. Appreciate you. That's
Okay.
this is good. Oh God, I'm looking around with you guys. You guys, let the light in. Let. Allow. Many times your angels can't do their job because you guys get in the way because you're trying to control everything. And so you just want to allow things to happen, and you're going to find that things just will click in and work for you. Let me speak to Chip. Chip, what are you doing? What are you doing today? What's up with you?
All right, Chip, unmute.
What's up, Gary?
Hey, buddy. How's your spiritual gifts going?
Um, Good. I'm working on it. I'm trying.
Good.
Uh,
Good.
you know, is what it is. I try to hear, but I think I'm just trying too hard.
No, here's the thing. Here's the trick, okay? First of all, your ear lit up immediately when I started
Mhm.
talking to you. I see it, your right ear is red again. And so I want you to simply take your eyes and scroll upwards.
Just
We
look
had a
up.
bad, yeah, look up. Okay, look up. Just take it to go a little slower. Start here, start low. There you go. In that space, relaxed. Now scroll up. Scroll up. Right there. See how you got lighter up there, right where you're looking? See,
Okay.
right. Okay. Now then, listen for your name. There you are. You hear
Yeah.
Chip? You
Yeah.
heard it, right?
Hmm.
Okay. That's the space you hear in. Okay.
Okay.
That's as simple as it is.
Okay.
I had a hard time getting that to work last week because, or the week before, whenever we were talking, but because we had a bad connection and it
Yeah.
kept going out right when I would say, do this, right? And so, but there, that's all you got
Yeah.
to do.
But I did hear hi the last time. So
Oh, you
I
did?
did, yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But now you see how to do it, you know. And so just do that. That's how
Okay.
it works. There's different things and different ways that things work spiritually. And when you guys learn the little tricks, they're not tricks. It's just the methods. When you learn these different, ways, it works. It's really simple, but you're going to find it works out good for you. You have a question for me?
Just like you did my back last week. It actually it feels much better. It just feels like there's something off. So I don't know if I have to go to the chiropractor, but
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
that's
okay, here, I'll fix you. There we are. You're easy.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Ask God for a brand new spirit.
God, may I please have a brand new spirit.
There you go. Slipped right into you. You got a bog spirit. And
Yeah,
so this will bring you abundance. So
yeah,
there you
because
go.
I need a job. That's what I'm
Oh,
like.
you're doing okay. Well, all
Yeah.
right. Well, ask your angels and ask Bog and God. Say, Bog, God,
God, angels,
please please give me a perfect job.
please give me a perfect job.
And what area? Where are you located?
I'm in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Here we are. There we go. Okay, now feel your hands get warm.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel
Um,
them.
I connected an energy that might bring you a perfect job. Okay,
Cool.
and so there we go. Put your number in the chat and we'll call you.
Okay.
Okay. I know someone who's doing some stuff in that area. Okay.
Sure.
All right. And so what kind of job would you say you're looking for?
I'm like,
One that makes money?
yeah, one that makes a lot of money because where I live, you need a lot of money to live here.
Yeah,
It's
you
insane.
do. And so, all right, put your number in the chat then for us, and Dean just grab it for us. And
Okay.
and I can hook you up with somebody that's in that area doing some pretty cool stuff.
Cool.
So, all right, perfect.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank,
Thank you very
thank you,
much.
thank you, buddy. Thank you. There
Take
you
care.
go.
Have a great night.
Yeah, your feet are hot. Feel that? God, your feet
Yeah.
are warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll feel
I can
better.
feel it.
Okay,
I
good.
can feel actually my back feels better too. So
Oh, good. There you go. That's
thank
good.
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. There we go. And so energy does everything. Energy lights you up, heals you, fixes you. It really does. And so you guys want to use your light, use your beautiful light where you're hooked up with heaven and God and all your angels. And it's just getting bigger, better, brighter, and more. Allow that to happen for you. It's really simple. And all you got to do is just allow it to happen. Let me speak to Katrina if you would. Katrina, Casey, what's happening? Katrina, Casey.
Casey, okay. Please unmute.
There we go.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. You're looking good, girl. What's going on? How are you?
I was just laughing because Chip, the person that was just on, he talks like a character from a movie because he
Oh,
has
he
that
does.
accent. Like, well, because I'm from Minnesota, so how he was talking, I was like, oh, he sounds like he'd be like a movie character.
Oh, there we are. Maybe you'll go into that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
good. That's good.
I have a question. I guess it kind of ties into like spontaneity and stuff too, and with the person that you had on earlier with a new child. So my husband and I, we welcomed our son back in November.
Right.
And when we welcomed my son, um it was like this wonderful connection. Like I felt connected to like my husband, my child, like the world. It was like being high on everything in a good way, you know. Um and I something happened like where it's like I feel like that we have gotten into like a really plain routine. Like my husband's really busy at work and his mom wants to be very helpful and she kind of like I could be the a-hole here, you know, but like she kind of kills my vibe or like I feel like
She crushes your mojo.
she like so for instance like and I know she's a really nice person, but like around Christmas time, I gave her strict rules like, hey, don't like kiss my baby. And she did. And inside, like internally, I felt like a connection break between my baby and me. And I know that feels like dramatic to say, but like ever since then, I've just cannot like, I just don't like her. And I didn't have like a huge problem with her before, but like with like the mode with my husband and my Mojo, it's like he supports his mom, or I feel like that like he's married to his mom sometimes, or like I don't know how to describe it. Like I feel like I'm competing
I
with
don't think it's I don't think it's unusual for people to be jealous of the mother. And I think
like
that and I think it's partially a little bit of a jealousy energy.
what like
And
me like
yeah,
my
and you.
husband giving so me
Yeah.
giving me toward my husband with the energy that he's giving his mother, or
Sort of like something where uh, you need a little more attention, you need a little more love, you need a little more light, and you feel like that her energy can be intrusive. And so
intrusive is the best word to describe her because you give
yeah,
her a boundary, and I don't know if she does this intentionally, but sometimes I feel like she creates situations where she pushes
yeah,
the boundary where my
yeah.
husband's not there and she looks like the victim and I look like the bad person.
Right. You're the
It could
bad
just
guy.
be
You're
and
the
it could
bad guy.
just be me being a bad person because I can be dramatic too. I'm like I know
I,
I
I think I think here's what I can do. I think this is sort of karmic between you guys, and this is a new dimension I'm working on. Okay, and so I was wondering if this would even come up tonight, but it's a new dimension, and it's a dimension of karma where people get taught lessons, and so you would rather not really get taught a lesson with your mother-in-law.
no, and like I'm trying to distance myself.
Yeah, well then
Or
quit trying to teach her lessons.
okay.
And see, that's
So
what you're doing. So you're going to the I'll show you energy, bitch. That's where you're
okay.
going. I'm
I'm not
serious.
arguing with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. And it's not like
um,
it's like I'll show you energy, the I'll show you energy, and then add the B word to it. And so
mm,
that's what you're doing. And so you want to back off of that ledge.
mm,
And so I'm going to clear this energy. And what you end up creating is a whole bunch of negative spiral black holes that eat you, your husband, your mother-in-law, and your baby. Oh,
no.
and that's what you're doing. And so I'm going to clear that energy off of you. Watch this, and off of her. And she does the same thing to a different in a different way. Okay, here we go. I'm going to clear this off. I only got where I could do that this week. Okay, and so this is really major. There we go. I got you out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spiraling black holes. And so now then I peeled you out of that mess. Now watch this. Now, there. How quiet's your head?
Quiet.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Could you be a little more appreciative?
Yes. And
No, no, no.
mhm,
Stop. 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 Stop your obsessive thinking.
mhm,
'Cause these black holes are making you obsess.
mhm,
You see what I'm saying? I'm on your side, right?
mhm.
Okay. You said that weak.
Yes.
That
Yes, you
was
are
weak.
on my side. You are on
Okay.
my side.
Okay,
Otherwise,
then
why would I reach
stop.
out?
Well, no, I don't know why the hell you'd reach out. I don't know. I don't know. You could bite it. You bite at me, I'll bite you back. How's that?
Yeah.
Is that gonna feel good?
No?
Okay, you kick my ass, I'm gonna kick your ass back. How's that? Well, that's the wrong thing to do, right?
Mhm.
That's your methodology. Is that a wrong methodology? Probably. Probably, right? Yeah. I'm on your side. Okay. Now your hands finally got warm. Feel that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's weird, right? Now you're you. You had 14 demons in you.
Mhm.
So you had 14 demons in you. You had how many black holes did I say were eating you alive? Well, they're full of demons, all those black holes. You will not win against this energy that is on the planet Earth. Because here's why. It's in the lower part of this next to heaven dimension, and it's in the hell part of this next to heaven dimension. So this is your hell. And so I just peeled you out of your hell, and you were acting very hellish, even to me, because you were rude and you were nasty and you weren't appreciative worth a damn, being honest with you. Because I can be honest with you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and it sounds like I'm being the mean guy. I'd say I'm the bad guy now. I'm the bad guy. You're the bad guy. You're the bad guy. You're the bad guy. See, nobody's a bad guy here. You're hung in this dimension, and I just popped you out of it because I love you, and
Thank you.
so, and I want you to be okay.
Mhm.
But this dimension is going to eat you alive, and it won't stop until you stop. So that's the reason I'm having to be. I sound a little tough. I'm sounding like a mean Uncle Gary, but you have to stop it, or you're going to lose your family.
Mm.
Do you want to do that?
No,
You got about 6 months.
okay,
How warm did your head and hands get?
very warm.
That means I told you the truth, right?
Hmm.
You know how it works. And
Hmm.
so you're going to blow your whole world up sky high. Damn. That sucks. What about if you don't do that?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Then stop. Then stop. And so, but you got to realize it's not you, it's bigger than you. And you just got sucked into these energy vortexes. And you got to realize you are not the bad guy in the movie. You're not bad. The biggest demon, that's most prevalent demon on the planet Earth now, is the bad guy demon, where people think everybody's the bad guy, or you think you're the bad guy. And you're not. You're not the bad guy. Just because I'm bitching at you don't mean you're a bad guy. It means that you're off your rocker. So, and I'm trying to get you back on your rocker. You see what I'm saying? And so, because I don't want you to blow your world up. So, and now you won't. Now you really won't. You'll be very different. I
Mhm.
want you to hold your hands out like this.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, okay, honey.
Sorry, hold on.
Oh, that's okay. Just stay. Okay. Oh, look at that baby. Oh my God. Look at that. That's sweet. I want you to project love to, first of all, your baby. There you go. How warm? Your hands got warm, see?
Hmm.
Now then, I want you to project love to your mother-in-law. Your hands got warmer. Feel that?
Hmm.
There you go. You broke the mojo.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for helping.
Okay? Yeah, you broke it. You did it. You fixed it. Now that just project love to her. She's just like you. She needs lots of love, and she looks at you as her family, and she looks at you as a beautiful part of her family. And she looks at the baby as a beautiful part of her family, and she just needs love just like you do. It's that simple. And so I don't think she's evil. I think she's a little whacked and funny, but I don't think she's evil. At least she's sort of wacko in a funny way. And so, but I think that she really is just needing love. And so, and she also wants to give a lot of love. She really does. And
Mhm.
but she don't understand boundaries. And guess what? She never will. Sometimes people don't. And so I know it's tough, but don't blow your family up. You know, you got a good one. You got a good husband. You know, and he loves you very much. He loves the baby very much, and just hang in there. I peeled you out of this hell dimension that is so aggressive. I was talking to Dino today about one of our people, our friends who has this going on with them, and it's really tough when this dimension is on your butt. But I peeled it off of you, and so now then you'll be you. You won't be rude. You won't be nasty. You'll be appreciative. You see, and because that's really who you are. And so let me just look at you. I'm gonna clear something else off of you. There we go. Your thyroid was off, and so now then,
I thought something was weird with my thyroid just
yeah,
because of things that I've been noticing. So it's
yeah,
interesting that you said that.
yeah. Have it checked again. That's what I see. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Big love and big kiss to you. Okay. I love you.
Thanks, Gary.
All right. Thank you, honey. Thank you. You actually meant it. Damn. Now you found appreciation in there somewhere. There we are. Anyway, I love you, girl. Take care. That's funny, right? And so, but we all go through this, I'm telling you, this new dimension is not a nice guy to you guys. I mean, this new dimension will eat you alive. And the more unappreciative you become, and the more you think I'm going to win this, whatever, you're not going to win against this one. Because it's a very aggressive dimension, that it creates a million different black holes that eat you alive. And so you don't want to be hung in that stuff. Let me talk to Eric Jacobson. Let me talk to Eric. Eric, can I talk to you for a second? You always have interesting stuff. You can see spiritually and do stuff. And anyway, so you got to come to a retreat. There we
Yeah,
go.
I do.
Hey,
Definitely. That
hey.
that last one was pretty cool.
Wasn't that fun? That was
Yeah,
crazy. And it looked like we were really having fun physically here at the retreat too. And so, because
yeah.
we really were. It was just the best. Anyway, so thank you for joining us virtually. And so, what do you observe? You're really analytical and you're observant, and you're spiritually gifted. And so, what's your observations lately? What is that going on? What is that? And are you keeping it spontaneous? You're also, I think, a very interesting person that finds spontaneity normal. And so, what
Yeah,
do
I
you do?
try to.
Yeah, well, what do you do to be spontaneous? And what's your observations lately spiritually?
Uh, well, there's a lot of energy coming through, like
Yeah.
human resonance. So it's like it's picking stuff up. And I've noticed like it seems like people around me are getting hurt because it's like
Yeah.
like I walked past this lady and then she just like fell on the floor. And it was like it seemed like a demon attacked her just by being within 6 feet of me.
Well, I
So
think that
it's kind of
that
weird.
I think that you can notice those kinds of things, um, and it's like, I believe that I think that you have so many different vortexes going in different directions, um, that you have such a positive light. And I would interpret it like this. I'm going back to the lady that fell on the floor. Um, you have so much positive light. See how your hands and your arms got really warm right then? See,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can feel that. Now your heart,
yep,
your chest, all the way to your body. And so what's going on is you have so much positive light. This creates a clockwise spiral of light. And when you even walk past somebody that has a negative spiral, it changes their energy to a different spiral. You see,
yeah,
so you're not like making the poor lady fall down, but frankly, she probably got dizzy from the energy spiraling a positive way because she got hung in your positive vortex, not in something you're not hexing people, but
okay.
your positive energy is blowing the dark energies off of them.
Yeah,
So
that's what I
you're
felt. Like,
yeah, okay, because you're a force, you're a little force to be reckoned with, so to speak, and so that's what's happening. And so when I look specifically back at that vision of what happened to this lady, well, you didn't knock her down, wasn't anything evil, wasn't coming from through you as a dark energy that kicked her butt. Basically, uh, her energy shifted from a negative spiral to a positive spiral because your positive spiral is so bright and so amazing. So that's what's going on. So as your
okay,
light comes in, it will affect people even physically like that. That's what
yeah,
occurs. Yeah. So okay, good.
sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was not a negative thing. This isn't negative, it's positive. And so but and when I said that your hands got really warm, you felt your back get warm. I see you starting to sweat a little bit. You see, that just means I told you the truth. And so I think that you don't know who you are. I
True.
think I think you need to, just as we, none of us really know who we are. Okay, now then, when I said that and I went to your true you, And I've seen this a couple of times in the last week. I worked with a girl in a private reading yesterday, and I saw she was being attacked so severely that I mean she was really getting beat to death by demons. And when I cleared all those off, I then saw the same vision with her that I see with you. Notice how your back feels really warm right now and lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, it
that's
feels like kind of wings.
that you took the words out. You stole my line, which is good.
Yeah.
My line was, I see these big giant angel wings that just appeared with you. Okay? So people are changing into their true self, and many of you guys are getting angel wings. So you're becoming angels on earth, if you would. That's the reason I'm saying you don't know who you are, because you're not used to being an angel on earth. You're just used to being you on earth. But this energy is giving you these big, gigantic golden, white looking angel wings. And there they go. Look how they feel now. See now, I'll help pop them out. There we go. Feel that?
Yeah, yeah, they're
Yeah.
really big.
Really big, really big. And so you're seeing what's really there. When you said really big, they actually got bigger than the planet. And so
Oh.
so that's what I see. And we talked to somebody else a minute ago who got wings. I saw that. I didn't go all into it, but I saw it. And with you, I'm going all into it because I see it so big. So just realize you're an angel here, and you're going to do angel things. What is that? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll
Okay.
find out. But that's a really good thing to be around, and your energy is very infectious to people. And I see you doing a lot of stuff to help a lot of folks. And so that's going to be really good to see who you're going to be when you grow up. And so, uh, yeah, all good stuff. All good stuff. Any other questions, buddy?
Yeah, so I just started a new business venture, and I kind of got a one that's existing, and I'm just kind of, wanting to just get everything cleared, get everything moving, you know, get everything aligned properly. Just, yeah, I've been
Can
just
you
trying to get
can
these
you can you
businesses
see
to
can you
take
see
off.
spiritually speaking, can you see the golden brick road in front of you, in front of your feet?
Yeah,
Okay, take a step. There you went. See? That's it.
that's
That's all
it.
you, that's it. You're on your path. It's all good. Yeah.
Okay.
They give you they give you the gift of a golden brick road. So there. That's good.
Just me more in the state of allowing, because I've been a little bit trying
Yeah.
to force it a little bit,
Yeah, you're
and it's just
pushing.
like,
I call it pushing the river.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can't push the river. Just go with it. And so now you're going to go with it. Now the bottoms of your feet are hot. Feel that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're
Yeah, like
well,
doing something. And so
yeah.
that's because you're running down your own golden brick road. And so spiritually speaking, and when you go into this angelic realm that now we're floating up, that's where I was telling people earlier to float up, and you'll float up into this angelic realm. See, now you just did it and you floated up into it. You see? Now, when you're up in this angelic realm, things change fast. So understand your pace will now be changed into a whole different thing. What city? Where do you live?
I'm in San Clemente, California, in Orange County,
Okay, all right, Orange County. Let me just look at you.
close by Laguna Beach.
Okay, feel how quiet your head is?
Yeah.
I see two other opportunities coming your way too.
Okay.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. That's good.
Yeah, I'll just allow.
There you go. All right, all right. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. I better
Hey,
go.
hey,
Okay.
thanks.
Hey, good luck. Good luck. That was neat. And so realize, guys, it works that way. Allow yourself, and if you empath him, that was a good person to empath. If you empath him, empath floating up into this angelic realm. As I'm looking here, Jonathan, let me talk to you. Jonathan, uh, in Sweden. There we go. Hey, buddy. There we go. How are you? You were on that same retreat, that virtual retreat. Unmute yourself. And so, there we go. There we go. Just waiting.
Jonathan, Gary, I'm sorry.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I only see one. Maybe it's the right one.
Ronlo.
You what?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
no.
got it. There we go. Hey, buddy. There. Now I got you. And so you were on that same virtual retreat he was on, and the last retreat we did. So you got a lot of spiritual gifts, a lot of crazy things happened to you guys. You got the gift of ancients, which was crazy. I'd never seen anybody get a gift of an ancient. I read people that had ancients in their energy field, but you guys got the gift of ancients, which is freaky. And these things run interference, do all kinds of things. They help you with this new angelic realm. As I looked at you, you got the gift of angel wings as well. When you saw him get them, you got them too. Do you know that? Did you see that? Did you know that? Did you
Yeah,
feel that?
yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, so you can see it, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And so he's in where? Orange County, and you're where?
Sweden.
And you're in Sweden.
Yeah.
So time doesn't matter. Space doesn't matter. The quickest thing is this: in the spiritual dimension, we're at the, we're not at light speed. We're at thought speed. I think we're at the speed of thought. And so if you think it is that quick. And so it's in the same second. And so, but as I saw your angel wings expand and get really big, you have these big, giant, beautiful angel wings. And so that lets me know what you are, who you are, what will happen now. I'm not sure. Because this new angel realm is something of this new dimension opening up on the planet Earth. This is a new thing. I've had angel wings for a long time. Not saying, "Hey, I'm cool. I've had angel wings," but I did. And I remember when I got them, I'm like, "Wow, these are really cool." But this is a different realm of this of being an angel on Earth. And so, um, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how everything evolves. Can you keep us filled in on what's going on what you have happening that's different?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Good. What have you noticed different since the retreat?
Well, everything just comes a lot easier.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. And faster?
Yeah, faster and easier. And I've also tried to just allow it more, and then it just comes a lot easier.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the perfect thing you were looking for.
Yeah.
And so good. Well, good. Well, play yourself in the movie. You got anything for me? You got any questions? Anything happening?
Yeah, actually, my grandpa passed away last Monday.
Sorry.
So I just wanted to check on him and see if he's in heaven.
He's funny. Was he
Yeah.
funny when he was alive? Was he funny?
Yeah, I didn't have the best connection with him, but he was funny. Yeah.
Okay. I just see him. Um, he made a joke and he went from being an old man to younger than you. And he told me, he says, "I'm younger and more handsome than you." And he's being cocky. He's almost like he's competing with you.
Yeah.
And so he's happy. He's definitely in his heaven and he's having fun.
Good. Good.
He says he's just he says he's dancing with the angels
Okay,
up
nice.
there. But he says he's boogieing. He calls it like he's being funny. Yeah, and cool. He said he's boogieing with the angels. And so he's really good. What did he do for a living?
I think he was a carpenter.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says he's making a joke and says, "Yeah, him and the Lord." So so he was funny. He was hilarious. And
Yeah.
and he still is. He just says he loves you. He says he's telling me to tell your other family members, mom, whatever, loves everybody, and he's happy. Um, he sometimes you'll know he's around. You can tell, you'll sense him or smell him. I don't know, whatever. You'll I don't know. I don't know if he smoked tobacco or if he had certain colognes or hair tonics or whatever. But I see you'll get a whiff of him, and
Okay.
so. But
Yeah, that's
he's a
nice.
yeah. So he's around. He just says
Good.
he loves you. He's good. He's
Good.
over there. He's happy. He's happy. He says, believe it or not, he goes. He hates to admit it, but your light is brighter than any other family member. And so he keeps score a little bit, you know. And so he says
Yeah.
that your light is very bright. So good.
Good.
So
Thank you so
thanks.
much.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Yeah, you're
Love
looking
you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too. You too. You're looking really bright. That's crazy. So we're all ascending. We're all turning into angels. You know, all that stuff going on. And so that's really really cool. And so anyway, Dino, uh, I'm just looking at you, and uh, I'm just clearing you off.
Oh,
Wishing you,
cool. Thank
wishing you lots of luck and stuff. Dean's still hanging with our family, our buddy and our friend that's going through a very very serious dying process. And so anyhow, you have the patience. You have more
you.
patience
Like I
than I
tell you,
have.
I don't know if I dug deep and found the patience, or maybe I was born with patience, but I am 100% sure I am one of the most patient human beings on planet Earth.
I think you are. I think you are. Hats off. I'm sending you a lot of love, buddy. Anyway, there we go. You should ask for God you should ask him for three angel wings.
God,
There we go. That's perfect. Anyway, lots of love to you. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tapping in tonight. Let me go to the gallery view. I want to say thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you. I'm just sending all you guys lots of love, 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 and light and all that kind of thing. And I see a lot of spiritual gifts that are just showing up and coming down to you. I got one more person I got to talk to. I got to talk to Artemis. What are you doing? Artemis, where are you? What part of the world are you in? What are you up to? Artemis, can you see
I got
him?
him. Yes.
Yeah.
Gary,
Hey, I
so
can't.
happy to see you.
Yeah, glad to see you. And so, anyway, where are you on Earth?
I'm visiting my parents in Iowa.
Oh, you're just normal. Damn. Okay. Usually you're some exotic place. You're in where, some crazy
Well,
island or something, you know.
I was in an exotic place with you in my newly discovered spiritual vision.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Good. Good.
So
Well, I think you're pretty amazing. And so I also saw these big giant wings on your back. So I'm just letting you know. So you managed to get that gift. And so all you guys should really, with as many people on the show that got that gift, imagine yourself floating up into this new angelic dimension. There you go. All you guys do it. All you guys do it. Now see all you guys getting these wings. And so imagine big white angel wings. Imagine those wings right there and see them on your body and see you're that light being in the middle. There you go. And just see that, allow that to happen to you. And so, Artemis, notice how warm your back feels now.
yeah,
What does that feel like?
like I'm in the right place in the right time.
I think so. I think so. Any questions, buddy? Anything you need to ask me?
Yeah, I wanted to actually share something with everyone. So in this vision that I saw, I was like going to heaven with you. I don't
Oh,
know.
good. Good.
And I saw this gift that came to me. I didn't know what it was. It seems like a Chinese gong. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know what it does, and but it seems to scare, dark energies away. So maybe if that's the real thing, maybe you can confirm
It very much is a real thing. There's a lot of times these days where spiritual things happen also that are real things. That's the reason I collect a lot of artifacts and things. When you come here for spiritual retreats, I actually have an antique gong that came from a collector, and and that's the same collector I got the Buddha from, And so, but when you bong it, it actually gets rid of all the dark energies anywhere around. You can feel it. And so I just did it. You projected it to everybody, but you're tapping into that is what you're tapping into. And so, and I do that sometimes and then meditate around it and go high. And so, but you're tapping into also the spiritual gift of the ancients. And so many of us got those gifts. And so I see three ancients with you, which is rare. Usually a person will have one if they're very lucky, and two, maybe. I see you with three ancients that are with you. And so that's the reason you go to these kind of cool, exotic places all over the world, and you think you're in search of a gift in this place. You're actually bringing gifts to the place.
Wow.
And so, see, you got teary when I said that. Feel that? And so, you're a very special being. And so, a lot of us are these days. We are. We have the gift of angel wings. We have the gift of being an angel on earth. But this new angelic realm that's just showed up in the last week, right? This thing is really something. And so you're a part of it. That's the reason I had to go to you. And so you can feel it. Feel how good that feels good. That feels really good.
Yeah.
Projecting lots of love to you in Iowa, right?
I know. It's just my parents are here. Gotta see them.
You're normal. Look, you're damn normal. Look at that. Usually you're in some exotic, place in the islands, or where were you the last time you were somewhere? Where was it?
Oh God, I was.
Bali
Yeah.
or Bali or something. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, well, it's good. Thank God you're normal now. So there we are. You're Iowa normal. Good luck. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
And
Thank you so
so,
much, Gary. Love
yeah,
you.
yeah. Sending a lot of love to you. Come see us. Come see us. Come to a retreat.
I will. I will.
All right. Perfect,
Thank you.
buddy. Perfect. There. His arms got so hot. Wow. I could feel that. This is a show I have a hard time ending. So, but anyway, as you guys get more and more gifts, our vibe is going higher and higher, higher. Use those spiritual gifts. Use them, people. Use them, you folks. Do it, do it, do it. Move your stubborn self out of the way. Appreciate like there's no tomorrow. Love everybody, especially Judy and me. Ain't that right, Judy? So,
Send the love. We'll see
yeah,
you
there we
back.
go. Yeah, and be spontaneous. Don't be so damn boring. Don't give a damn what anybody thinks. Don't care what other people think. Care what you think. That's
Allow.
all. You just have some fun. Love everybody though. Treat people really, really special and sweet and good. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And come to the spiritual retreat if you would. 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com. You can always call Michelle and talk to her. 702-822-0548. Michelle will be back next week. 702-822-0548. GarySpivey.com. But call and book into this retreat. This one might sell out because it already has got a ton of people coming. A lot of the people that were at this past retreat have decided to come back to this one. And then I look forward to talking to Jocelyn, you guys next week. And so, hey guys, how are you? I see both of you guys getting those angel wing things. That's so cool. I'm really looking, and all you guys are getting them. Lisa, you got actually angel wings for you and your daughter, which is amazing. I don't know if you prayed for that, but I saw that. I'm seeing that, Charles. I see you getting the same thing. Wow, you guys are really, really lucky to get all those gifts today. It's a freak show. Wow, I'm just looking at your faces, Maria A. Good luck with all that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you next week. I'll be a part of my Enlightenment Club. That way you don't miss the energy clearings on Wednesday. 800-827-GARY, GarySpivey.com. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you real, real soon. Big kiss.